Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome back once again to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. I'm Mark, and today I'm going to be showing you an oldie but a goodie. This is a 2011 Winnebago Sightseer, and it's hard to believe it's a 2011. It's a trade that just came in, and the previous owners bought it new, had it garage stored the whole time. There is just shy of 44,000 miles on it, but it's old school technology in some ways, but everything is really good and it's a nice coach. So let's walk around it real quick and point out some of the features. First of all, the standard V10 Ford engine was used on almost every gas Class A after 2009, 2010, up until they changed it to the V8. So we have the V10, which is a 362 horsepower, 457 foot-pounds of torque, and 5,000 pound towing on the P53 chassis. So once again, the Ford was the standard for almost all gas coaches for a number of years, and this is when they were right in their prime. So you're probably looking at about 8 miles to the gallon on the average, but it's a dependable engine. It will run a long time as long as you keep up with the maintenance, and this thing's been really really kept up well. So sweet old coach if somebody's looking for something like this. As we go down the side, you can see it does have the three-way cameras. These are our side camera mounts right here. We've also got the rear camera. Up in this front compartment here, you can see we have our propane tank down there, and that's an 18-gallon propane tank. We also have access to our coach circuits here, our battery solenoids, and then a little storage area right here, maybe for tools or gloves or things like that. As we come down, first of all, we are under a nice awning. This is a, looks like a 16-foot, 12-volt awning. I'm sure that's probably a Carefree of Colorado. Over on this compartment, this is our largest storage compartment. And a couple of things I will point out. First of all, you do have lights on each side, and they're individual puck type lights that you have to turn on manually. Over on this side, we also have our TV connection if you want to hook up to like a satellite or cable TV and bring a TV out here, 110 outlet. And if you notice, the storage goes almost all the way back, right up to the back of the compartments on the other side. Propane furnace, which is on right now. Kind of a chilly day here in Colorado. We're getting a little bit of snow. Right here we do have an outside radio. You know, they call it an entertainment center. And there's actually a table I'll show you in this back compartment that sits right here, but when it's up, it kind of blocks this door, so I don't have it setting up there right now. Let's tuck that back away. And then another storage compartment here. And again, each one has its own light. That one, the bulb, I'm sure needs to be replaced. We've got another storage compartment right here. And as I mentioned, this is that table that sits under your radio there. That's a transit or a lockout bar if you should ever choose to use it. And then we have our water pump right here. Nice thing about this is it's really easy to access. If you're going to winterize it yourself, that's real important. And then being this is a 32-foot Class A, it's got the 5,500 watt generator. There's 2 air conditioners on the roof, and it also has the 50 amp cord. So this is the bigger generator. Standard would be a 4,000. With the Class A's that have 2 ACs, generally you get the 5,500, which will run them both. Then right here we have our 10-gallon propane electric water heater. Okay, as we move around the back, you notice it does have a ladder. This is one of the features of some of the older ones that I really like, and maybe you want to put a rack up there or carry some kayaks, something like that, or even going to a NASCAR event, putting your lawn chairs up there to watch the race. Great way to do it right there. This is our 2-inch hitch. It is rated at 5,000 pounds of towing with 500-pound pin weight. And then we've got our 7-way plug right there. And I noticed this, it just came in Saturday, by the way. There are a couple of scars on the fenders. It's not a perfect coach, but you know, after 14 years, 13, 14 years, it's still in darn good shape here. Okay, as we move down the driver's side, this first compartment here, not only is it a large open compartment, but if you look, it goes all the way up to the back of the generator. So you do have a lot of storage up there on top. Fuel tank right there. This is our water closet. We have our 50-amp power cord here, outside shower. We have our freshwater inlet. We do have a tank fill right here, or you can run off city water. Water pump that you can turn on and off right here. Also, there's an auto leveler button. There's one in by the door too, so when you are outside, you can run your levelers. And there's a light switch here. You can see this valve over here. That's your main water drain right there. And then one more little storage compartment up here, and this also has your dump valves. One of the nice things about this, these valves aren't hanging down low but below the coach, which makes them more prone to freeze ups or taking some road debris and maybe damaging them. So they're up here in an enclosed compartment, and back there where the valve is, there is radiant heat around there, so it gives you better cold weather potential. Now, one of the unique things about the Newmar Class A's, these storage compartments come out with the slide out, so it makes them much easier to access. And this is a full compartment, so you've got a lot of room there for longer items. Now, the fact that it's hanging under the slide out, you don't want to overload it. You can't put too much weight in there, but there's a lot of room there for camping gear. Slide toppers on both of the slide outs there. Oops, I probably need the key to get into this one, but you do have another small storage area. Oh, that is unlocked. They've got their spare tire up here. And as you see, you do have a little bit of room there. Okay, let's go around and go inside and take a look at the floor plan. Nice full body paint job here with a clear coat finish on it. Why don't you go ahead and I'll shut the door behind us. Got it cooking at about 75 degrees in here, so this feels real good. One of our colleagues said this looked like something from the 70s. I had to disagree. It is maybe a little bit out of date with the furniture and the colors and everything, but for a 2011, this has been a very well-kept coach. Let's take a look around here. Now, first of all, talk a little bit about the dash because it's so standard. Anybody that's ever driven a Ford recognizes the controls for your cruise control. You turn them on and off right here. Down here we've got our levelers, auto levelers, and there's actually a switch for that by the door that I meant to show you. We have a battery boost right here. If your chassis battery is low, you can use your house batteries to start the engine and vice versa. And then you've got remote heated mirrors. Switches for that are over here. Nothing fancy about the dash. You've got your Jensen CD player. Does have the USB ports that you can plug it in, so I'm not sure about maybe using your phone for navigation or something like that. It may be possible. Radio, you can choose to run this radio off your house batteries or your chassis batteries. It's important to not leave that playing all night, and maybe run your chassis batteries down so you can't start the engine, so you can switch them to your house batteries there, coach heat, fan, and so forth. And then this does have the 3-way camera. I'll go ahead and get this on. So there we are, looking down our awning. If let me start this up. When you put the blinker on, it's going to show the other side. There's down our awning, and we can also scroll through. There's our back, looking down at the hitch there. So that's your camera. The nice thing about this camera is you can leave it on while you're traveling. Some of the older RVs, it only came on when you were in reverse. So if you're pulling a trailer or a vehicle, you can keep an eye on it right here. Okay, over on the passenger side, you can see I swung the seat around. The driver's side will do the same thing. And then we also have a barrel chair right behind the passenger seat. So it makes a nice little living room area right here, especially with the TV on the back wall. We also have a TV up here on the front wall. A couple of storage compartments. What do we got there? Our remote controls. We do have a Winnebago satellite on the roof, and it's probably something that's outdated. I'm looking for the controls. It may need to be replaced. I don't know if it would work with newer technology, but that's something we can certainly check out for you. If we walk back here into the living area, this is what they call the super slide. Has your couch and dinette together, about 12 feet long. This is a, let me see, we've got a jackknife, I believe. I guess I should have pulled this out beforehand. Sorry about that, folks, but it's a jackknife couch that just lays down that I was going to show you. Pardon me. Some reading lights above it. You have a nice, full, wide open storage cabinet here. And this woodwork's in great shape. I mean, for as old as it is, it's really a beautiful old coach. Over here on your dinette, this does convert to a sleeper quite easily. You just flip the switch, it drops down, rests on these cleats. You fill it in with your cushions. And I did want to show you, you've got a little storage under each of these, and they're hinged, so it flips up pretty easy. A lot of times they put the storage drawers in here. You can see how much more room you get when those drawers aren't in there. There is one seat belt on this side. Then over on this side, we've got 2 seat belts. Then we also have 3 more cabinets up here. And then over here on the back wall, we have our TV. This is a fixed TV, but you know, with the dinette, the driver passenger seat turned around, you got a barrel chair there that swivels. It's a great place to watch TV. You have one either up front or back here on this back wall. Over here in the kitchen, a nice little countertop extension there. Dual sink, porcelain sink here. And you notice there is no kitchen sprayer here. It's, like I say, a little bit old-fashioned in that regard, but everything works fine. We have a 3-burner propane stove. And on top of that, we have an oven. And you don't see these very often. I think this is the, looks like the 22-inch oven. And then you also do get a convection microwave there. Here, a little more storage. There's our microwave plate. A little bit more storage here, and you can see we've got all of the owner manuals. Now, as you come in the door here, I meant to point these out, you actually have your battery disconnects, and they've got house and coach battery disconnects right here, which makes it really convenient when you're coming in. When you're leaving, you want to disconnect your chassis battery so that doesn't trickle drain. All right here, this is our step control. Then you can see we've got our outside lights. This is our awning switch, but we also have auto levelers that we can engage or deploy them from right here and retract them off from right here. And then obviously if it gets windy, we've got our awning switch right here, easy to get to. Another 110 outlet, a couple of switches there for your ceiling and porch lights. Now let's move to the back. One other thing about this, it's called a side aisle bath, and what that means is the aisle going into the bedroom literally is on the side of the coach. What that does is it puts the bathroom all in one room, which is kind of a nice feature because it separates the bedroom from the living room a little bit better. So as we walk back here, first of all, let's take a look here. Got a little storage there. Down below, we have some storage, and those are our 12-volt resettable fuses that Winnebago is known for back in this era. So if you pop a fuse, you just touch it there. While we're here, I guess I didn't show this part either. These are our 110 breakers. And also, we've got the old style propane electric refrigerator. This is a 10 cubic footer with an ice maker. And once again, the fact that this was owned by one couple, from the time it was new, stored into a garage, you can just see how well they maintained it after 13, 14 years. Okay, as we move back into the hallway again, let's take a look at the bathroom. And I'm just gonna open up some of the storage and step out of the way. You do have the radius shower with the one-piece fiberglass surround, porcelain toilet. There's a nice skylight there and a fan up above. And as you can see, a large enough medicine cabinet and ample storage for all your toiletries. And another thing that kind of makes me chuckle, one single light and one single light switch right there. That's all you really need. Okay, back here in the bedroom. Again, we don't have a whole lot of lights, but one on the ceiling. We do have some reading lights back here, one on each side. Pedestal table beside the bed. You do get a little storage drawer down there, and both sides of the bed do have 110 outlets. Let me go ahead and show you what we've got here. Good storage under the bed. Got 3 more cabinets up above. One big open cabinet actually with 3 doors. Across from the bed, you get a big wardrobe. I like when you open any one of these drawers, they're all switched to a light that comes on automatically. And you've got 4 drawers over here. That's an access to your water heater right there. Well, I'll put this back on later. Anyway, I was talking about where the pump is on the outside. This is your water heater. Easy to reach the bypass valves. These older coaches, people that want to do it themselves, they make it very, user-friendly. I guess is the word I'm looking for. As we move back over here, a little more storage. You can see we've got some cable inputs here. The TV is a fixed TV right there pointing at the bed. These do have the roller shades throughout, the day and the night shades. Let me see, what else am I forgetting? Oh, here's a nice feature that right here in the hallway, and Winnebago generally does this. They put a lot of their controls in a central location. So here's both your slide out controls. This is your generator start, stop. If you want to check your batteries, looks like we're getting a little low, your tank levels, LP heater, electronic heater, turn your pump on and off right there. Monitor your power, that's all this does, is let you know, are you on 50 amp, are you on 30 amp, how much power you're using and so forth. And then your thermostat's right here, and it's just like an old-fashioned home thermostat, heating and air conditioning all on one panel there. Another nice feature, now that I'm looking at it, is the padded ceiling. And for one thing, if something happens to get, you wouldn't really spill it, it'd have to be thrown up there almost, but you can wipe this off if it gets dirty very easily. It adds an extra layer of insulation and an extra layer of soundproofing. And by the way, we do have 80-inch ceilings inside here. So once again, this is a 2011 Winnebago Sightseer 31E, about 44,000 miles on it. If you have any questions or want to get pricing on this one, give me a call. Once again, I'm Mark Love. I think my information's showing up down there. Travel safe. Happy trails out there, everybody. We'll see you next time.